up guys? I'm Laura. This is my first YouTube channel, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but by popular request I was told to make a healthy snack and meal-like video on Instagram. I run the Organic Girl Instagram channel, so yeah, just keep watching and we're gonna go through some meals and snacks that I normally eat, and I hope you guys like it. Also, before we get started, I just thought I would introduce myself a little bit more. So like I said, my name is Laura. I run the Organic Girl Instagram page. I think I said channel before. Also, I am a nutritionist. I have a diploma in nutrition and culinary management. I am also on my way to getting my personal trainer's degree, or certificate, sorry. And yeah, so because of COVID, it was canceled, but hopefully I'll be getting that soon. I am a runner and also a weightlifter, so strength training, and I kind of just combine the best of both worlds. I used to do powerlifting in college, but yeah, I'm really into endurance, but also being strong and empowering women to just be their best selves. So yeah, welcome to my page. So first things first, I know this is not of what I eat in the day, but what I typically do first thing I wake up is drink a whole bottle of water. You can add some lemon to it. I usually don't, but you can do that. And then I have a scoop of my Arbonne Greens Balance. So it does not have to be Arbonne, but this is the company that I support because it bans over 2,000 harmful ingredients, is all natural, it's vegan, B Corporation company, really reliable. So I support them, and Greens Balance is 30 servings of fruits and vegetables in one scoop. It's only 25 calories. It's got greens and fruits in it, so it doesn't taste so bad. You get used to it over time. So I have that right in the morning, and all this does is just detox your system. It provides probiotics, prebiotics, and yeah, it just gets you ready with an alkaline environment in your stomach so that the coffee doesn't make that sickening feeling in your stomach if you have it right in the morning. And so yeah, I have this before I have my coffee, which I will show you how I make next. So yeah, after I have the Greens Arbonne Balance, I almost always cannot function without a coffee in the morning. So I normally just start my day with instant coffee. I know it's that. I'll probably start making my own coffee more often, but usually I'm busy, so instant coffee, and then I mix in a scoop of Arbonne protein powder. So I choose Arbonne because it's vegan, but I also have some other great vegan options that are low in sugar. They have no additives or like artificial colors or flavors, and they're full of vitamins and minerals. So I can link those below. And also I typically add a scoop of collagen in my coffee as well, and I just blend it in there. And this is also 10 grams of protein, which is really helps me get my protein intake. And yeah, so it's high in calcium as well. It's grass-fed, so you know that it's coming from a really good source. And yeah, it's a complete protein, and it's unflavored, so it won't add any flavor. So yeah, so I just got this from the health food store. You can really find it anywhere. Winners even has it. So yeah, so I add protein and collagen in my coffee, mix that together before I eat anything, and yeah, I'll show you what I normally have for breakfast. So this is kind of like more like a small breakfast or snack, and since I have the protein coffee, I'm not usually that hungry in the morning, but this is a super great hack that I've been getting into. So I love Greek yogurt. If you don't, I mean, there's coconut yogurt out there that you can get, but Greek yogurt is so high in protein. So I just get the plain Greek yogurt. I usually get lactose-free and 0%. So there's no fat, it's very low in sugar, and really high in protein. So this itself has 18 grams of protein, which is amazing. And it won't bother your stomach if you get the lactose-free, so if you're like me. And so yeah, so I typically will do like 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt or a cup, and then I will add a tablespoon of natural peanut butter. And so this one has been my favorite for a couple years now. It's got added sea salt in it and just peanuts. So the salt makes it a little more creamier and tastier compared to just the peanut one, but I definitely recommend a natural peanut butter. So this will just add some healthy fats to your yogurt to keep you fulfilled and satisfied for a longer amount of time so that you don't catch yourself snacking as often. And then in addition to the peanut butter and the yogurt, I'll just add whatever I'm feeling. Normally it's just a couple scoops of berries, and then maybe like a couple scoops of multigrain Cheerios or something for like a crunch. Like I'll add slivered almonds or nuts, anything like that if you like granola. Yeah, so you can just add what you're feeling like. Sometimes I'll add some dark chocolate in it. And yeah, so it keeps me fulfilled. It's high in protein, good healthy fats. The berries and the nuts also have fats and good carbohydrates in it. So it's a great pre-workout if you like to work out in the morning or just to have something light on your stomach. And if you're not a huge breakfast person, then this is super great. Also, it's really good as a snack. So this is the final product. I promise there's yogurt underneath of all the berries. And I forgot to mention, I actually add ground cinnamon to my yogurt as well. So this has been proven in many studies to lower your insulin resistance. So it's gonna keep you satiated for a longer amount of time without spiking your insulin as much. So it helps you metabolize food. So I add that to typically most of my breakfast meals or in my coffee as well. And it's super quick. It took me like 1 minute to make this. So this is actually my breakfast today, so really good. I'm gonna eat this and then we can get into making another snack. Also, I forgot to say this, but why I normally choose to put berries in my yogurt or just eat berries rather than other fruits, because they are higher in fiber and lower in sugar typically than other tropical fruits. So I have those because they have a lower glycemic index. So all this means is that it does not spike your insulin up and give you that sugar high and then you crash. So it's less likely to do that. It's more sustained blood sugar levels, which is what we want, because having the spikes of insulin, you don't feel great. That's really how you gain fat, because your cells are opening more and allowing fat to get in there. So that's not something that we want. So I try to stick to a low glycemic diet, and then before I work out, I'll have more simple carbohydrates, maybe like a banana or an apple, or even like a cookie or something. So I do keep it balanced, but I typically eat a low glycemic diet. So this next thing is not something that I make, but it's something that I buy as a snack. And so you might be thinking, oh, it's processed, it's full of sodium, but honestly, it's a lifesaver. If you are running out the door and you really need some sustenance and you don't want to grab a cookie or something like that, then this is what I grab. It's super high in protein, it's moderate fats, healthy fats from a good source, and I really trust just this brand and the ingredients that are in it. So it is turkey pepperettes. Okay, so turkey, I don't eat red meat very often. So turkey is obviously a white meat, so it's lower in fat. There's no sugar in it. There's 5 grams of protein per stick. And I just dropped one out of the bag. And only 60 calories, which is so great for that much protein. And the ingredients are just really good. So turkey, you want to make sure that's the first ingredient. And then water, salt, potassium, spices, garlic, and smoke. So there is different brands that you can get. Just make sure there's no added sugars. And yeah, I would just really recommend these if you're looking for a quick snack that's low calorie, that'll keep you full and keep you just satiated until your next meal. I recommend turkey or chicken pepperettes. So this next thing is also kind of a quick and simple snack idea that I pretty much have every day. You might think it's processed, and I just want to be real with you guys. Like, I don't eat perfect clean meals all the time, and I definitely eat processed meat. But I look for ones like this that have no artificial preservatives, no added sugars, and you can get a whole pack for like $10, and this will last me over a week, maybe even 2 weeks. So all this is sliced turkey. You can get sliced ham if you prefer red meat, but I prefer the sliced turkey because it's higher in protein. So 4 slices, it's typically like 10 grams of protein and only 60 calories. Again, low calorie. So what I do is take probably 2 slices of the turkey breast and wrap it in a dill pickle. So it's crunchy and it's high protein, low calorie. So I'll make like 3 of those. and that'll be like a snack, not a meal at all, unless you pair it with something. But it's a really great snack. It's super cheap, it's affordable. I know you guys are looking for things that are simple, quick, and easy, and I just want to be real with you guys. I eat processed meat, but I just look for the best ones I can, and I'm a student on a budget, so you can definitely find cheap ones of this. So this next one is more of a meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I guess it's more typically a breakfast meal that I have, but it can be anything. So what I choose is sourdough bread. So this is right from the bakery, and yes, I eat bread. But why I choose sourdough bread is because it is low glycemic, which is really cool to know. So if you're looking for something, a bread that's not gonna spike your insulin and leave you crashing, I know bread has a bad rep, but honestly you can find good bread. So anything that is rye or sourdough or even whole grains, that is going to lower the glycemic index of the bread. Sourdough is fermented, so it's really good for your gut bacteria as well. So I typically choose a sourdough bread. I'll toast it with some avocado, typically like a quarter or a third of an avocado. Avocados also sometimes get a bad rep. Oh, they're high in calories and fat, but they are good fats that your body needs. So your brain runs on fat, so you need fat, and avocado is my favorite. You could use mayo as well. So yeah, so I use an avocado, and then I'll fry up 1 egg and like 2 egg whites. So high in protein, healthy fats. Again, it's a complete protein with the healthy fat. So you need that egg yolk, and egg whites taste terrible. I'm just gonna be honest. So the egg yolk at least gives it some flavor, and it makes the toast all ooey gooey, or you can make scrambled eggs. But yeah, so 1 large egg only has 70 calories, and with the yolk it has 6 grams of protein. And then I typically do 2 or 3 just egg whites, because I like to get my fats from different sources. Like I'm obsessed with peanut butter, or treat myself to ice cream, just so that I'm more balanced with what I have. But feel free to have 2 eggs, 3 eggs. They're low in calories, they're really good for you. And people are gonna worry about the cholesterol in them. That is just not true. That's actually a myth. So cholesterol in food, like eggs or like meat, that's not what is going to raise your cholesterol at all. So it's actually saturated fats and sodium. So saturated or trans fats that are man-made, like mayo, too much of anything is a bad thing. Or butter, we can see trans fat or saturated fat in those, and so that's what clogs your arteries and can higher your cholesterol levels. So eggs will not do that to you. You could have 6 eggs in a day and be totally fine. So I would definitely recommend free-run eggs, which just means that the chickens are not cooped up in little cages and eating who knows what. But these ones run free. So I just like to support that, and try and find like a local farm as well. But yeah, eggs are amazing. So this is just a quick and easy meal that I like to have, especially if you're a student and you're looking for a cheap, simple meal. You can get a dozen eggs for like $3 or $2. So it'll last you like a week or 2 weeks. So I would definitely recommend this as well. Okay, I mean, this next one is probably seen everywhere you look on Instagram or YouTube, but it's overnight oats, but also just oatmeal in general. So I typically have not quick oats, but rolled oats, or whole grain oats, or steel cut oats, which is what I have here. So you can cook these on the stove, or you can just put them in a mason jar with a cup of almond milk. Leave them in your fridge overnight, and they'll be just like they were cooked, but just cold. So you can decide to heat them up, or you can just eat them cold. That's all overnight oats is. So now what I like to do is add in things the night before, so that I can just take the jar, and if I have to go in the morning to work or to school, I can just grab the jar and leave. So what I typically add to my oats, number 1 is chia seeds and flax seeds, and also protein powder. So the chia seeds and flax seeds both have omega-3s in them. And so omega-3, I'm sure you've heard about, but it's a healthy fatty acid that our bodies need. Okay, so it's typically found in things like fish. But if you are vegan or vegetarian, then these are awesome alternatives. I am neither, but I like to get in more omega-3s. It'll help you regulate your digestive system, help you go. Just being honest. It is also healthy fats, like I said. It's sustaining, so it'll keep you full. And also I add in protein powder for my source of protein, but if you don't have protein powder or you don't like it, you can add in some Greek yogurt that is high in protein as well. You can add in some nuts in the morning or the night before. I typically add in berries as well and cinnamon. And so like I said, all of these things contain antioxidants, so they help regulate our blood sugar, help our bodies metabolize foods, help our brains function. So all in all, these are really, really good for us. And the oats, so why I choose a steel cut or a rolled oat rather than a quick oat is because quick oats, hence the name, are quicker to cook. And why they're quicker to cook is because the oats are broken down. And so the more they're broken down, the faster your body digests them. So your insulin is going to rise much faster and fall much faster if you have a quick oat rather than a rolled oat or a steel cut oat or whole grain oat, because your body will take longer to process it. So again, we want that balanced blood sugar level, and that's exactly what these oats will do. Quick oats are also good too, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for something more sustaining, then I would definitely not recommend the quick oats, but they can be good for pre-workout or post-workout, or if you just really need that energy spike. So yeah. Another thing I've also been loving is these flat out wraps. So flat out wraps I find at Walmart. You can find them at Food Basics, pretty much any grocery store except No Frills, I think. So what they are is whole grain wraps, so super good to start with. However, they have added protein because there is chickpeas in them and flax seeds, so all ground up in there. And so for one wrap, it's only 120 calories for like a big flat wrap. And there is 20 grams of carbs, which might seem like a lot, but there's 8 grams of fiber. And so in order to actually understand how it's affecting your body, all you have to do is subtract the fiber from the carbohydrates, and that will give you a more accurate glycemic load. So how much carbohydrates your body is going to respond to, because the fiber actually lowers your glycemic response. So again, that's something that we want. So there's also 10 grams of protein in a wrap that you'd think would just be carbs, but no. So I usually have this with either a couple tablespoons of peanut butter and jelly on it, and then a banana, or I have some turkey breast and a pickle wrapped up in it as well. So you can add whatever you want, but it's a really high protein, simple, quick, affordable meal that you can have or snack. So another snack I almost have every single day is hummus with vegetables. Normally carrots and cucumber, but you can obviously have any vegetables. Vegetables are really good for us. Low in calories. Like if you're counting calories, I wouldn't even count vegetables in your calories because they're high in fiber and they're so low, it's just not worth tracking them. If you are tracking calories, which I don't, but just a tip. So hummus, here is a discussion. Some of them can have a lot of added sugars and salt, so just be careful with what the ingredients are saying. You want to find something with the less ingredients, the better. So I typically find something that is just chickpeas, tahini, salt, lemon juice, vinegar, garlic. That's exactly what this one is. But you can also make your own. So you can purchase a can of chickpeas, blend it up with a head of garlic or just a couple garlic cloves, some lemon juice, salt, pepper, and you can add it and make it your own with tahini or olive oil for a fat to mix it all up. So I don't have a great blender, so I don't make my own, but hummus and veggies is a great alternative. Again, it's low glycemic, so it won't spike your blood sugar as a snack, and it's really sustaining. It's got healthy fats and healthy carbs from the chickpeas, and yeah, it's good if you're vegan or vegetarian as well. So this is gonna be the last meal that I do today, and this is gonna sound silly, but it's salad. And if you're like me, I don't really like healthy salads. I like Caesar salads, like load on that, croutons and bacon. Those are the kind of salads I like. So what I'm gonna share today is just a hack that I've been doing, and I realize not a lot of people know how to do this. So I make my own Caesar dressing because it's low fat, imagine, low calorie, and you can really load it on. So if you like super overdressed salads, then this is for you. So what we want to start with, again, get your 0% Greek yogurt. So also this dressing is high protein. So you need about a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, okay? And then we're gonna do about 1.5 teaspoons of, this is garlic, salt, and garlic powder mixed together. So you can do 1 teaspoon of each, or just try out how you like it. So maybe add 1/2 teaspoon and see if you like that much garlic. I like a lot, so I add about 1.5 teaspoons, and then I add about 1.5 teaspoons of mustard. This is bold and spicy, but you can use literally any mustard. And then I add in, honestly, just guesstimate with the Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese is only 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. So I use probably about 1/2 tablespoon of this like grated Parmesan cheese. You can use real Parmesan cheese, but again, this is for us simple student folks that want to save time and money. So again, I just use this. And then I don't have it with me, but I use about 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So you can just squeeze a little bit of the lemon in, or get the big bottle of lemon juice, and you just stir that all together. You can add in a little bit of water to make it creamier and liquidy. And you've got yourself a Caesar dressing that's high protein, low carb, low in sugar, like some added Caesar dressings like Renee's I can think of. Very high in calories, so this is low calorie. It's going to work with your macros, with your diet, if you're looking for something that is simple and easy to make. And if you're like me and you like Caesar salads, then this is really easy to do. And yeah, you can add in some croutons to that. You can even find sourdough croutons or make them yourself. I just cut up sourdough bread. I roll it in some olive oil, add some salt, pepper, and garlic salt, and put them in the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes. It's bread, so be careful, just watch it. And yeah, you can make your own croutons and your own bacon bits, so you can even cut up little turkey pepperettes, or I like to slice up the turkey slices in my salads, but you can add whatever you want. But I just thought I would share this Caesar dressing with you guys. Alright guys, that is all for this first YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Just give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. In the comments below, just write any questions, any advice you can give me for my YouTube channel. I'll work on making my videos better. And yeah, just thank you so much for the support, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!